Hi beautiful souls, welcome back, or if you're new to the channel, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Cade, and today guys, I am back with another Pick a Card Tarot reading, and today's reading is just going to be all about what you are manifesting, okay? That is literally the reading. We're going to be seeing, I do kind of want to set the intention that if you have set intentions, like if you've written down things in your journal, this is kind of going to be a little bit of a check-in to see how far along your manifestations are. And, you know, kind of like a wait list. Spirit is saying, where are you at on that list? Is your manifestation about to show up, or is it going to take a little bit longer? We're going to kind of see where your manifestation is currently at and how far along it currently is. So before we get started guys, make sure to check me out on TikTok and Instagram. They are going to be linked down below, and make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell. That way you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. So guys, today we are going to be choosing from 3 different piles. I'm actually going to be using 3 different crystals today. And yeah, first what I'm going to do is just show you each crystal, and then I will kind of switch the camera and show you an up close of each crystal. That way you can kind of connect with the energy of each crystal and kind of connect more clearly with what pile is for you. So the first pile is going to be this celestite. It's this beautiful light blue crystal. So this is going to be pile number 1. Pile number 2, guys, is going to be the amethyst crystal. So this is actually going to be pile number 2. Look at that beautiful sparkle within this crystal, okay? And pile number 3, someone told me that this was not real citrine, but the shop that I bought it from said it was, so it's this crystal right here. Whatever it is, guys, this is gonna be pile number 3. It still has an amazing energy, so whatever crystal it actually is, it's beautiful. The energy on it is beautiful, so this is gonna be pile number 3. So I am now going to switch the camera so that you can take a moment to choose your pile. Okay guys, so now that you have had some time to choose your pile, make sure to pause the video if you need more time. We are going to go ahead and jump into pile 1, the celestite crystal, and take a look at what you are currently manifesting. Hi beautiful souls that chose pile number 1. If you chose the celestite crystal, this beautiful light blue crystal right here, welcome in guys. So today we're going to be seeing what are you currently manifesting, what path are you currently on, what path are you currently creating for yourself. So basically what I'm going to do is channel through energy directly from spirit. I also am going to be working with the Ethereal Visions tarot cards, and I also have these cards right here, the Power of Surrender cards, if you guys want to check them out. Just to kind of see what you can surrender to more easily manifest what you're desiring right now. So let's take a moment here, Spirit, to tune in to pile 1, please. What is pile 1 manifesting? I just heard don't take your life for granted. Don't think that you have an unlimited amount of time. Spirit is telling me that if you do want to do something, you need to go out and do it. You know, the Spirit is saying there's always going to be a challenge in your way. There's going to be this, there's going to be that. This may go wrong, this might fall down over here, but at the end of the day, you just have to push through that. It's kind of given me very much The Climb by Miley Cyrus. There's always gonna be another mountain. You're always gonna wanna make it move. You know, there's never not going to be a challenge in your life. So it's almost this feeling of like you have to stop making up excuses for why you're not doing something, because that excuse is going to turn into another excuse, and then another excuse, and then another excuse. It's like, it's almost like your mind always wants to find what is blocking you instead of like what you could be doing. It's always finding the thing that is stopping you from what you want to do. So a couple of examples that kind of I could think of is like financially, you know, always finding you know, I can't do that because I'm not financially well off, okay? Or I can't do that because I have kids, or I can't do that because, you know, I'm never gonna be able to get out of this 9-to-5 job. Or it's almost this feeling of like an excuse after excuse, but you know deep down that there are certain things that you would like to do with your life, or there are certain things that you would like to create, but it's almost like you have to start doing them. They're telling me that with your manifestations pile number 1, it's more about it needs your energy. It needs water. Your seeds need water. They need your energy. They need your attention. They need your consistency. And they need your persistence. It's almost like your dreams need you. Your dreams are there, but they're waiting on you to kind of put forth some effort. It's kind of like this feeling of, you're kind of in denial about this a little bit though. You kind of feel like, you know, well, how am I supposed to get out of this situation? Or how am I supposed to get out of whatever I'm currently in? Okay, that's the excuse part. It's like not being harsh, like you're doing an incredible job, but I think there is part of you that is scared to say that you might be able to go after your dreams. Because I'm getting this strong sense of like, who are you to be the kind of person to go after your dreams? I feel like most of you maybe have never been those kind of people who just drop everything and go after what you desire because you're always putting other people before you, or you're just putting other obligations before what you actually want to do with your life. But it's almost this feeling of like, Spirit is saying, imagine this. Imagine if you just dropped everything and said, you know what? I'm not gonna do these things that make me unhappy anymore. I'm not gonna give to these people that don't give back to me. I'm just gonna start giving into things that I actually wanna do with my life, and I'm gonna start focusing on the life that I desire, not the life that other people desire. Who are you to say that, is what Spirit is saying. It's almost like there needs to be this shift from always focusing on what's stopping you to saying, okay, I see this wall in front of me, but instead of letting that wall make me go backwards, I'm either going to go around the wall, or I'm just going to climb over it, or I'm going to blow the fucking wall up, okay, and go right through it. So what Spirit is saying for you is you have to stop letting these minor little excuses get in the way of the ultimate goal. Spirit is saying for your manifestations in particular, you guys are amazing at visualizing what you want to create in your life. You're amazing at seeing the big picture. I'm sure a lot of people ask you questions about their life, and you're always able to kind of ease their stress because you're the kind of person who's gonna say, will it matter in 5 years? And if it won't matter in 5 years, then why am I stressed about it now? Spirit is saying, you need to imagine the end goal. Don't look around and see what's in front of your face right now, because you might get a little bit anxious, you might get a little bit stressed. Look and see the big picture. That's what Spirit is saying. You need to visualize the big picture. That's how you're gonna create what you want in your life. If you keep focusing on the now moment too much, you're gonna get stressed because your current moment right now is definitely not where you wanna be. But Spirit is saying if you can just keep visualizing where you wanna be, if you can keep visualizing that life that you wanna create, Spirit will magically make roads appear to get you out of what you're currently in. But when you're constantly doubting the bigger picture, or you're constantly doubting the bigger dream, or when you're constantly doubting the bigger vision for your life, it's hard for Spirit to show you a way out because your mind is saying there is no way out. And what we repeat is created in our physical reality. So if you're saying this is the excuse, or I'm never gonna get out of this situation, that's how it's gonna be. But when you start seeing the big picture, Spirit is gonna start giving you little, almost they're saying like a trail of Fruit Loops that you have to follow. Start opening up to that trail of candy that is leading the way. I know that's a weird example, but it's almost like Spirit is leaving this trail for you, and they just want you to start picking up those pieces and just keep that big picture in mind about what you want to create for your life. So you guys have an amazing energy. I think you guys are extremely spiritual, and I think you've done a lot of I think you've read a lot about manifestation. I think you've probably listened to a lot of law of attraction and all of that, but it's almost like needing to implement all of that knowledge. You have the knowledge, but you have to implement the knowledge. It's like 2 steps. You have to learn it, but then you have to take action upon what you've already learned. So that's kind of what you're missing. I feel like the missing piece for you, pile number 1, would be taking action. And Spirit is not trying to stress you out. We have the 6 of Wands in the reverse. I feel like you almost feel like you're failing in your current situation. The 6 of Wands in the reverse is telling me that your current energy is not very hopeful about your future. Okay, some of you feel like a failure, or you just feel like you're not at the level of success that you want to be at. You feel like you're not where you want to be, is kind of what this energy is giving me. You're not feeling the 6 of Wands energy. You're not feeling successful and in your power and like you're on the right path with your life. And some of you are maybe even having trouble visualizing how you're going to be able to leave a legacy. I think you want to be able to leave a legacy, but I think the energy that you're currently in, or the situation you're currently in, is making it very, very hard for you to even imagine what success in your life could look like. Because I'm also hearing, no matter how daunting the odds, you never gave up. So it's this feeling of don't give up now, because you have this beautiful life ahead of you, but you have to see it too. Spirit sees this beautiful, gorgeous life for you, but they want you to start seeing it too. Spirit is saying that you need a little bit more hope and optimism, because I do feel like lately you guys have been feeling very down about things and just feeling like life is never going to look up for you. But Spirit is saying you need to find that spark again so that you can start co-creating with Spirit, because Spirit is telling me that they're ready to co-create with you, but it's like you're the missing piece. It's like they need you, because they're up here, you're down on this earth. They need your help and your support. If they're giving you ideas, they need your implementation of those ideas to get the ball rolling, is what Spirit is saying. So let's see, what are you manifesting? Let's see what other information can come through for you, pile 1. What other info for pile number 1? Okay, yeah, so we have the Page of Wands reverse. So maybe it's been a long time since you felt inspired by something, or maybe, you know, the Page of Wands in the reverse can talk about having this idea or having this vision for your life, but needing to put that action into it. So it's kind of re-implementing what I've already said. Look at that Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, guys, that opportunity is right there in front of your face. 4 of Cups, don't miss out on it. It's right there in front of your face. You've got to grab the cup. You've got to grab the Pentacle. Here's how I look at Pentacles. I heard another reader say this. It may have been the Hermit Tarot, so I'm going to credit it to her because that's where I think I heard this. And it was an amazing analogy of the Ace cards, because it makes so much sense. It's like the Ace is the idea. The Ace is what something could become, but the Ace needs more energy. The Ace can't become the 10 of Pentacles without hard work, consistency, persistence, and that drive to want more. The Ace is like, here's this $1 million opportunity. And the 4 of Cups tells me you see that it's there, and you've got to get out of that negativity. You've got to get out of that withdrawal. I feel like you're currently kind of drawing your energy back. You're kind of in this hermit mode, and it doesn't feel like a healthy hermit mode. It feels like a hermit mode that you need to get out of and say, you know what, I can't keep feeling down about my life. I got to get up. I gotta, you know, put my clothes on, and I gotta get moving again, because this is it. You get this one life, you get this one opportunity within this one incarnation. You're never going to be in this physical body ever again. So make the most of it. Make the most of it. You only get this one chance, Spirit is saying, so go and do it. Because here's how I look at it. You don't want to look back in 5 years and go, holy shit, I should have, could have, would have. You want to look back and say, I did that shit. I did it. Like, you want to be able to look back and go, I wanted to do it, and so I did it. You don't want to look back and go, well, I wanted to do it, but I never did it, and now I have regret. What Spirit is saying is you're currently in a spot right now where you can have everything you've ever wanted. That's what Spirit is telling me. So now is actually, you are in the perfect vibration. Spirit is saying every single domino is lined up for you right now. You are in the perfect vibration. You're in the most perfect state right now to get anything that you want. You are in that perfect vibrational state to get what you desire. So go do it, Spirit is saying, because right now is that perfect time. I feel like if you keep waiting, you're gonna start experiencing the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. And Spirit is not wanting to scare you or like say, you know, you're running out of time or get you stressed. This is not how this is meant to be. This is saying that you see this opportunity for yourself. Some of you, it is involving like receiving public recognition, being on a public platform. It is this opportunity with the Four of Cups. It's in front of your face. It's an opportunity to maybe show, you know, your skills off. Maybe you're very, very talented at something. The Page of Wands gives me a lot of creativity built up within inside of you. It tells me that you're very passionate about something, and it tells me there is that opportunity. And so, you know, Page of Wands upright would say that you're gonna take that risk. You're gonna be a rebel and you're gonna take that risk regardless of the consequences. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of energy that I'm picking up on, guys. You know, Spirit is so supportive of you right now. So what I would do is get a journal out and start, what is the big picture that you want to create? The Well card fell out here. I'm going to interpret that intuitively because this is it's an extra card in this deck. I feel like the well has a lot to do with the penny going into the well, the wishing well. What do you want? You know, you keep saying, I never get what I want. Well, are you throwing the coins in? Are you wishing it? Are you putting that energy into it? Are you just sitting there expecting something to come to you without your energy and effort? Two of Pentacles. I think you're about to start doing something new. I think you're gonna add something to your schedule. It almost feels like this is gonna be some sort of a creative activity that you're gonna be doing. Spirit is telling me it is going to be added to your schedule, but it's gonna be very beneficial for you. You're gonna have to balance your schedule. You're gonna have to be stretched open wide, Spirit is saying. I know that sounds weird. Your schedule is gonna be stretched a little bit, but you're gonna have to find those little moments in between where you can start working on your dreams or your goals. Because I know some of us do work, and I know there's so many different things, but Spirit isn't even paying attention to that right now. They're saying Two of Pentacles, find a way, find a way. And if you guys, you know, ask your spirit guides, how can I do this? Meditate, listen to your own intuition. We have the Two of Cups in the reverse. Let's see. The High Priestess, beautiful, very intuitive energy. And the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So I do feel like your life feels as if it's not moving forward right now, but I feel this period of stagnancy ending for you. It almost feels like this period where you just sit and wait for things to come to you is over. You're going after happiness. That's the difference. Instead of waiting for it to come to you, waiting for opportunities to come to you, you're going after them. Because I feel like with the Two of Cups in the reverse, Spirit is saying you can be forgiven for what you've done in the past. So I don't know who needs to hear that, but you will be forgiven for whatever you've done to that person, okay? That person does still love you, is what I'm hearing. I feel like maybe a lot of your focus has been on this separation with whoever this is, but I feel like you've got to get a move on with your life. You can't be in this energy forever. Whoever wronged you in the past, you've got to move forward, Spirit is saying. That's another message coming through. I feel like with the High Priestess, pay very close attention to your intuition. It's spot on. I do feel like you're juggling a lot of things right now in your life. So me telling you all of this, you're probably like, well, Kate, I can't right now. But Spirit is just challenging you to say, what about if I could? Where could I maybe open up my schedule a little bit and fit these certain things that I want to do with my life in? Because I feel like with the World card, you're about to begin this new cycle in your life, which is going to be, it's a brand new cycle with 2 pages coming out. I think you're going to be a beginner at something, but it feels like it's going to make you incredibly happy. Okay? I'm getting the song like, I've got to get a move on with my life. Like Big Girls Don't Cry. Like you've got to get up and get a move on with your life. Okay? And that's what I'm feeling with manifestation. What I do see here specifically, what you could be manifesting is money, some sort of financial opportunity. And for some of you, it feels like you're going to be involved with that. It almost feels like your face, you putting yourself out there, maybe like on YouTube or something, may cause like some financial gain in your life. And it could also be around giving readings or spiritual advice. The High Priestess is like the spiritual card of the deck. So that's what makes me think that you might be very, very intuitive or very, very psychically gifted. We all have psychic abilities, by the way, and maybe you're going to be tapping more into that and possibly using that gift as a way to create more financial stability in your life, okay? I love you guys so much. I really hope this was able to help you out. It was a little bit of a pep talk from Spirit, but I feel like it was very beneficial for you because I think it's going to inspire you to say, you know, how long am I gonna, you know, pity myself, and, you know, I gotta just get up and keep going, okay? I love you guys so much. Make sure to subscribe. Click the notification bell to get notified every time I upload a brand new video. And I'm gonna go to move on to pile number 2. Hi, beautiful souls that chose pile 2, or if you chose this beautiful amethyst crystal, welcome in, guys. So pile 1 was some incredible messages came through, so I'm so excited to see what's going to be coming through for you, pile 2. So let's just take a look. Let's dive right in. Spirit guides, what is pile 2 manifesting? What is pile number 2 manifesting? What is pile 2 manifesting? So guys, we are going to be working with tarot, and we are also going to be working with the power of surrender cards. Okay, so let's just take a moment here. We'll start with tarot. What is pile 2 manifesting, Spirit? What is pile 2 manifesting? Why am I hearing that's just the way you make me feel? So guys, we do have the 8 of Wands. That's beautiful. That's a very fast-paced energy. So it could talk about something happening very quickly for you, or a lot of growth occurring at a very rapid pace. I feel like whatever you're doing right now is going to be very successful, and I feel like it's going to be very, very successful fast, okay? The 8 of Wands says something could come in out of the blue, out of nowhere, or something very unexpected could come in. This 8 of Wands energy gives me the feeling of like a viral video, or just something unexpectedly growing very, 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 very fast. This is not a slow moving card, so it feels like whatever you are currently trying to manifest is currently on the way to you, and I do think you need to be prepared and have those open arms ready, because something is on the way, okay? The 8 of Wands says something's about to be delivered. They're saying the mail carrier, like your package, your manifestation is like you're looking at the tracking and it's coming in a couple of days. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting here with the 8 of Wands. It says that there's something coming very, very fast. We also have the 8 of Pentacles. So I do feel like there's 2 8s here, guys, and 8s are the energy, it's the infinity symbol. An 8 is an infinity symbol. So I think your greatest desires are about to be manifested. I would say that with this 8 of Pentacles right here, I do feel like you guys are mastering something at the moment, or you're working on some sort of skill. Some of you possibly are in a class right now and you are like bettering yourself, or you're bettering a certain skill that you have, but it's this feeling of like whatever you're doing, it's working. The 8 of Pentacles does talk about putting forth some sort of effort, so that's not the problem here. You guys, I feel like, are very driven right now, and I feel like you are very focused. The 8 of Pentacles is like someone with a very, very good work ethic, and I feel like that is you. So honestly, guys, I feel like for some of you, if you're stressed about school right now, I do feel like you're gonna ace those tests, because the 8 of Pentacles says you're a hard worker. And this feeling that I'm getting here is hard workers get rewarded. You're not going unnoticed. I do feel like sometimes for you, pile number 2, it can feel like it's never enough. Like it doesn't matter how much work you're doing, you're never gonna get ahead. And it feels almost at times unbearable, the amount of work that you're doing. And sometimes I feel like you feel as if you're going unnoticed. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting, but Spirit knows exactly what you're doing right now. They see all of the hard work that you're putting in, and I think you're very aligned with Spirit. I would not be surprised if some of you talk to Spirit like daily. I would not be surprised if some of you are channelers yourself and you're speaking directly with Spirit, because it does kind of feel like you know where you're going for this particular pile. It feels like you know what path you're on and you're very driven on your current path. I feel like some of you are going to be like, yep, I got my shit together. Like, it almost kind of feels like this energy of like, you kind of know, like you kind of have your life lined up. Like you've got this going for you, you've got that going for you, and you kind of feel aligned with where you're going. This Eight of Wands is giving me this feeling of direction. Like you have this direction that you're going in. And I think that's why the Eight of Pentacles is also coming out, because I don't think you would be working that hard on something if you didn't love it, okay? Or if you didn't like it, okay? That's kind of the energy that I'm getting. I feel like whatever work you are currently doing, I'm not saying that you have to love it, but I think the energy that I'm picking up on and what Spirit wants you to know is that you are making progress, okay? It's almost this feeling of like seeing results, okay? The Eight of Wands is about progress, it's about movement, it's about change. So if change is what you've been wanting, or that's what you've been going for, that is what is going to be manifested in your life. And I'm going to clarify these cards as well, because I do want to dive a little deeper into what this is around, okay? I'm also hearing something about an institution. Oh my gosh, Six of Wands upright. I literally can't make this up. I literally can't. Nine of Swords. Okay, so why am I hearing Marjorie? I feel like some of you, there is a grandmother specifically that is watching over you. If you have not heard Marjorie by Taylor Swift, guys, beautiful song. Lyrically, absolutely perfectly crafted. Marjorie is all about kind of, I feel like you have the support of a grandmother is kind of what I'm getting, or you had the support of a motherly figure in your life and they allowed you to go after your dreams is kind of the energy that I'm getting. They're watching over you right now as you accomplish everything is what Spirit is saying. I feel like with the Nine of Swords, there are times in, you know, your life, as in all of our lives, where you get kind of maybe worried or you get very anxious and you kind of start to doubt yourself, or you start to doubt your abilities, or you start to say, well, maybe this isn't going to work out, or maybe like I'm not going to be successful, or maybe like, you know, maybe you're like, Spirit might just be lying to me. Like maybe I'm not going to create everything I desire. And I feel like with the Nine of Swords, maybe sometimes you question, should I just do something more simple? Should I just go with the easier route? But guys, the Six of Wands. This card is so gorgeous, beautiful coming out in your spread, because this card can talk about a couple of things, guys. It definitely talks about success. That's the card of success for me. That's what I associate it with. It also talks about public recognition. But with the Eight of Pentacles being beside it, it's not success that was just given to you. Like, it's not an entitled success. It's the kind of success where when it happens, you're not like surprised. You're not shocked that like, oh my God, this is the result that I got. Or you're not surprised that like, oh, I manifested this amount of money. It's the kind of success where you go, yeah, because I worked my ass off. Like that's the kind of energy that I'm getting. It's not going to be surprising. It will be surprising because it will come in so unexpectedly, but it is also something that you have been preparing yourself for. You've been working towards it. It's kind of that feeling of like, you work 4 years at college, you're prepping up for that graduation. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting. Whatever you're doing right now, it's like you're preparing for some sort of result or some sort of accomplishment to take place, or some sort of like liftoff is kind of the energy that I'm getting. It's almost as if like when you're working on a business, you work and you work and you work and you work until you start getting those consistent orders. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting. Or for example, if you're like posting on YouTube and TikTok, you keep posting and posting and posting and posting, and then suddenly you get the viral video, but you got the viral video because of your consistency. So you're definitely all in is kind of what Spirit is telling me. You have all your energy put into something. Let me see if I can get specifically what this is. What are they doing right now currently, Spirit? They're not really going to tell me specifics. I do feel like it is because this is a general reading and we only have 3 piles. I feel like with the 9 of Swords, what I want to tell you is stop stressing and obsessing about things right now because you're on the right path. I feel like with the 9 of Swords, there is this questioning feeling or you kind of second guessing yourself like, am I moving in the right direction, guys? But with these cards, if success is what you're looking for, if public recognition is what you're looking for, if that accomplishment is what you're looking for, you're on the right path, if that's what you're looking for. So I do want to clarify these cards. Spirit, what are they manifesting? I want to see if I can get anything else. I do feel like with the 9 of Swords as well, there is a little bit of self-sabotaging energy. So what I do want to say for you, pile 2, is when this success comes in, don't sabotage it. Know that you deserve it. And I will say, if there's anything that could be worked on here, it would probably be the way you feel about yourself with the 9 of Swords. I think the 9 of Swords is a card of like, it is a card of doubt, in my opinion. It is a card of second guessing. It's a card of like questioning, am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? And I think that would be your only blockage, but I don't think it's that severe because I think you're able to kind of snap yourself out of it. But what I want you to know, because Spirit is telling me, is like, you are loved. So many people love you. So many people in the spirit world love you, and you have so much support behind you for whatever you're doing. You have so many people cheering you on. So whenever you do feel this, because I mean, we all feel it sometimes, even myself included, guys, I feel it sometimes, the doubt and the, am I on the right path? Can I really do this with my life? Am I really that good? Just know that you are, and try your best to just say, I hear what you're saying, ego. I know that you're doubting me right now, but I know it's lies. Tell yourself that. When that little voice in your head starts to say, I'm not good enough, I can't do it, know that it's not true, know that it's lying to you, and make sure to acknowledge that. And guys, what I'm also hearing is separate yourself from your mind. Your mind is not you. And I think sometimes you associate your thoughts with who you are as a soul. Your soul was there before your mind was there. Your mind is just something that kind of helps you operate around the earth, but the true essence of who you are is not your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. So if you start to think things and you're like, this just isn't me, it's not you. It's intrusive thoughts. Sometimes your brain creates lies about yourself that aren't true. The ego creates lies about yourself. Don't listen to it. Don't believe it. Try to separate yourself from your mind, because what Spirit is telling me is you are not your mind. Okay? I do feel though with the 8 of Pentacles, it feels like you guys have almost been either in a hermit mode, just working on something, or you've been doing something just like alone. It feels like you've really tuned into something and almost blocked the rest of the world out. So I don't know what that is, but it feels like consistency would be the word that I'm getting for you guys. Let's see what the 8 of Wands is. And I do want to do these surrender cards because I forgot to do them for pile 1. So let's see, 8 of Wands. Oh my gosh, the Emperor. I'm telling you, boss bitch energy. The Emperor is about stability. I feel like for you guys, you're going to be manifesting a sense of stability in your life. And I do feel like this does include financial stability. I also feel like with the Emperor here, you could be manifesting some sort of position, like where you're like in charge of other people, or becoming your own boss, or possibly getting a promotion like manager where you're kind of in control of something. The Emperor is all about kind of like being a boss. It's someone who is in power. So I feel like this could definitely be you getting into a position of power, or just feeling, you know, more confident in yourself. The Emperor is definitely someone who feels very, very confident in themselves. But I also feel like the Emperor could be about someone in power noticing you. And so that's another message coming through, is if you are putting yourself out on social media, it could also talk about someone in a position of power noticing you and possibly giving you a shout out or helping you in some way, shape, or form. Guys, you literally can't make this up. You also got the Magician. So the Magician, again, it's a very, very powerful energy. So either you are stepping into your power, that's a message coming through, you're stepping into this place where you're feeling confident in yourself, you're feeling in your power, or someone in power is helping you out. Okay, that's another message coming through. I do want to say, guys, with the Magician, you're in this place right now where you are manifesting your desires. So you're tuned in, you're tapped into the power of the universe, and I definitely feel like you are utilizing the tools that you've been given by spirit and by the universe, and you're utilizing those tools and you're using them to create something with your life. I can definitely see that with the Eight of Pentacles and the Magician. It's like you're utilizing what you have right now to create more. And I do feel like more, I do feel like more financial stability is coming, more public recognition is coming, kind of whatever you want, more of that is going to be showing up. I also feel like with the Emperor, I do have to say it, some of you may be becoming a father or possibly a parent very soon. If that does not apply to you, just let it slide. This would be a message that you are aware of. This would be something I feel like that you're very, very aware of. Let's see what the Eight of Pentacles is. You also have the Page of Pentacles. Again, the Page of Pentacles, it's a worker energy. It's starting something new. It's investing in a new business, which I feel like we've been talking about the whole reading. Six of Wands. The Knight of Wands. Feeling inspired, feeling passionate. It's kind of weird because these two cards have similar like kind of imagery. Like they're both fiery and they're both on that horse. Okay, that's the kind of feeling that I'm getting. But I'm kind of getting this feeling as you want to go all in. Go all in. Offer yourself completely to whatever you're doing right now because it will be successful. It's almost this feeling of like what you're doing needs your undivided attention. So go all in. I don't know who needs to hear that, but go all in. Don't do a little bit. Do all of it. If you're thinking about investing something into a business, go all in. Like just go for it completely. What is this Nine of Swords? It also feels like with the Knight of Wands, you also have the King of Wands reversed. And I think this is where the challenging part steps in. This is the only blockage that I see for you guys, is sometimes feeling like, you know, a lack of confidence or a lack of hope or a lack of vision for your future, or maybe feeling like you're not good enough. I feel like the King of Wands in the reverse is kind of where, you know, sometimes I feel like you feel super in your power, and then sometimes I feel like you question it and you're like, am I really that good at what I do? Am I really, for some of you that do readings, am I really that accurate? Am I really providing help and support for people? And I think that is going to be a battle that you struggle with in the future, is just needing to recognize that like everything you're manifesting, you 100% deserve it, and that you are good enough to do what you want to do with your life. And it's kind of stepping up to the plate. You look around and you're like, why are there only a few amount of people that seem successful? Why do most people seem like they're trapped, okay, in their own misery? Why is that? It's because most people don't have the confidence and courage to think that they're good enough for more, okay? And that's kind of where you differentiate yourself from other people. That's kind of where the gap expands, and that's why you're different from Sally on the side of the road, or Joe, you know, over your neighbor, is because you kind of are able to experience the doubt, but the difference is you don't listen to it, okay? Some people listen to the doubt and they go, yep, I'm not good enough, and they settle. You're the kind of person to be able to recognize that the doubt isn't real and you choose to push past it. And that's why you're gonna be able to create everything you've ever desired, because you have that ability to say, you know what, I am good enough. And even when that doubt starts to creep back in, you have that ability to push it aside and do what you want to do anyways. So pat yourself on the back, pile two, because you feel like you've got it going on. Let's see. What do you need to surrender? Surrender worry. Look at that Nine of Swords. Surrender worry. Let it go. Surrender worry and surrender the habit of people pleasing. That's it. Stand in your truth. Okay, some people are gonna doubt you. Some people are gonna say, why do you look like that? Why do you dress like that? Why are you doing that? Stand in your truth. Don't change yourself for someone else, guys. Okay, I love you so much. Make sure to subscribe. Click the notification bell down below so you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. And I'm gonna go to move on to pile number 3. Hi, beautiful souls that chose pile 3, or if you chose this was citrine when I bought it, but someone told me that it was like burnt amethyst. Regardless of what it is, guys, it does have an incredible energy. I love to work with this crystal. So this is the one you chose. For all purposes for this reading, it's gonna be citrine, okay? That's what we're gonna call it, because that's what I've been calling it. Or burnt amethyst. You know, honestly, whatever you want to call it is fine. So let's dive right in, guys, to what you're manifesting. And for some reason, for this pile in particular, I don't know why I wanted to say this. Let the noise become a part of your quiet. Okay, so if you have been feeling like there's been distractions lately in your life, let the noise become a part of your quiet. It's that feeling of like when you're meditating, it's like you can find a place of peace by just acceptance. It's almost this feeling of you need to radically accept something, pile 3. I don't know what it is. I just feel guided to tell you that you need to radically accept whatever is going on right now in your life. You need to accept it and come to terms with it and come to peace with it. And I think there's another message saying you can't control other people. You can only control the actions of yourself. So if you're doing the best you can, that's all you can do. And I think that's literally what I wanted to say. So if you're stressing about something right now, ask yourself, am I causing it? And if not, let it go. It's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. So, and I know that's easier said than done. So we're gonna dive right into what you're manifesting. We've had some amazing readings so far, pile 3. So I'm super excited to see what's going on with you and your energy. Let's see. Pile 3, we're gonna just start with tarot and get going here. Pile 3, what are you manifesting? I don't know why I just heard the word done, done, done. Okay, you have the Hermit. So you're doing some introspection right now. We're going within right now. We are possibly taking a break from something with the Hermit card. The Hermit can talk about taking a break. It can talk about taking a step back from the reality that we're currently experiencing. It can talk about going within, doing some soul searching and trying to figure something out. So maybe that's what you guys are doing. You're trying to figure something out. Maybe you're trying to figure out the truth of a certain situation in your life, or maybe you're trying to figure out the truth of who you really are. So I feel like with you, pile 3, it's more about what do I want to manifest. So I think this is going to be a really fun reading because we're diving into what do you want to manifest. Maybe you're searching for that. Maybe you're like, I do want money, but it's like, how am I gonna get there? Like, what do I wanna do to get that money? Maybe you're trying to figure out what am I passionate about? What do I feel inspired about? It's definitely this feeling of searching for something with the Hermit card. The Hermit can also talk about being in a dark place mentally or being in a dark place emotionally and maybe just trying your best to get through that right now and work your way through the darkness. If you do look at the imagery on this card, they literally have a lantern and they're in a very dark place and they're kind of trying to navigate their way out of a cave right now. So maybe there's some, you know, mental things going on that you're kind of trying to navigate through, and just working through that is all you need to be doing right now, Spirit is saying. So don't worry too much about, oh my God, I'm running out of time. I need to get out of this, you know, depression because then I'm not going to be able to manifest. Sometimes we go through things as human beings, and what Spirit is saying is you don't want to bypass these feelings that you're experiencing. You don't want to skip over them. You want to take that time to sit with yourself. You want to take that time to heal. You want to take that time to go within, because it's going to benefit you a lot more to take the time to heal and to work through your emotions than to try to fast forward. Because I've noticed when you try to fast forward, you go back to square one. It doesn't matter. Like, you can skip through it temporarily, but it's always going to come back up. So you might as well work through it now. It kind of reminds me of a quote that I posted the other day on my community tab. You can't fast forward through your healing. So Spirit is saying right now, if that applies to you, like if you're going through a little bit of a depression or you're feeling a little sad, go easy on yourself and don't feel like you have to force any kind of energy right now. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. So let's see, pile 3, what else we have going on. You also have the 9 of Pentacles. I also just heard a traumatizing situation. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. That's a beautiful card to get. It's a card of abundance. Let's see what else. We also have the Ace of Cups reverse. Okay, we have the Six of Cups. And we also have the Ten of Wands. Something is weighing heavily on you right now. And I feel like that kind of tunes into the Hermit. I think for some of you, you've already created something for yourself. I feel like with the Nine of Pentacles, maybe some of you aren't looking for like money right now. I almost want to say that this reading is kind of talking about love. Is kind of what I'm getting. I feel like with the Ace of Cups, it's also talking about giving love to yourself and just being kinder to yourself. Because I do feel like with the Ten of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like you guys have almost been overworking. And with the Six of Cups being directly beside the Ten of Wands, it's this feeling of needing to connect back in with your inner child. And almost kind of take a pause, because I feel like you almost need to reminisce on something. There's something about reminiscing on your past or thinking back to childhood or possibly reconnecting with friends and family. I think maybe for a long time you've put friends, family, and other things aside so that you could focus on working more, but it almost feels like you guys are going back to your roots. I know that sounds weird, but it's like needing to reconnect with who you are is kind of the feeling that I'm getting. So I feel like even with the Hermit, it's almost like needing to rediscover what's truly important to you. It's kind of the message that I'm getting for you, pile 3, because I feel like with the Nine of Pentacles, it almost says for some of you that you do have it all, or it almost says for some of you that you have reached a certain level of success in your life, or that you have reached a certain level of accomplishment, and you're almost kind of backtracking your steps and asking yourself what's truly important, because I feel like you guys have spent a long time working, and it's almost like you need to reconnect with yourself first of all, because I know when I'm working really, really hard, it's hard to connect with how I feel, who I am, and it's also really hard to connect with other people. There's something about almost shifting in your life, going from like working every day or just only focusing on one aspect of your life and kind of going more towards this place of balance is kind of what I'm getting. It's like you almost need to have this balance of like connecting with yourself more, connecting with people more, but also working. It almost feels like it's only been all of one particular thing. I do want to clarify these cards, but I feel like definitely with the Ace of Cups in the reverse, I don't feel like you've been given enough love lately, or I don't think that you've been shown enough love, which is why I feel like you're in this Ten of Wands feeling just drained and feeling depleted. And I also feel like with the Six of Cups, it almost is this free bird energy. I feel like you've been caged in by something, and it's almost like your beliefs are changing. I think, why do I want to say that you guys are changing what's important in your life? Like you used to think that, you know, money, success was the only thing that was important, like owning your own business. You used to think that that was what was important, but it's almost this feeling of like you're changing what's important in your life. You're almost, what is it called? You're changing your priorities, or you're changing what is most important. I think you have to take this moment to realize that like work is not the only thing, and that maybe some of you want to spend more time with your kids, or maybe you want to spend more time with other people, and asking yourself, is the success worth it if I don't have anyone to share it with? Okay, it's kind of giving me this feeling. I watched a Taylor Swift documentary, and she said, I worked so hard for this Grammy. It was her album 1989 that got Album of the Year, and it won. And she said, that's all I wanted. That's all I wanted, was to win that award. That's all she wanted. But she said when she won it, she had no one to share it with. And I think you guys are almost looking back at your life and going, I want someone to share this with. I have all this money, or I have all this love, or I have all this that I want to give, but I can't give it to anyone but myself. And I think a lot of you maybe are going to be meeting new people or expanding your social group, because I feel like that's something that you want. I almost feel like with the Hermit here, I feel like maybe you're tired of being in hermit mode. I feel like you're wanting to come out of hermit mode, because I feel like you guys have a lot of love to give. I feel like you have a lot to give, but it's almost this feeling of like needing people in your life to give it to, needing to share. You want to share something with people. I think you just want to share love. I think you want to share laughter, because I feel like you maybe haven't had that in a while. So I do feel like your priorities are going to be changing. And for manifesting, I feel like maybe you're going to be manifesting a new friend group, or possibly a new friend, or possibly reconnecting with someone from childhood. Kind of the way Spirit is showing this is going from this feeling of like, almost like, how can I say this? Almost this feeling of like selling everything in your home and just like starting new. Like this whole other life that you used to live, it's almost like you're letting go of that and you're becoming a new person and you're living this whole completely new life. It's like you're changing as a person. Like when people meet you, they're gonna go, wait, I thought you used to like this, or I thought you used to be so obsessed with money, or so obsessed with getting to the top of the mountain. And when they meet you, you have a much softer, kinder, gentle spirit about you, because you're recognizing what really matters. And at the end of the day, you can't take fame, you can't take success, you can't take money with you to the other side. You can only take over the love that you gave and the connections that you made and the impact that you made on other people's life. And I think you guys are almost shifting from a me attitude to like, I need to be kinder to people, I need to share more with other people, and I need to get to know others, because I feel like you guys have been in your own little bubble for so long. And I think with the Ace of Cups, it's weird. I don't think it's that you need to show yourself more self-love. I think it's you need to show other people more love, because maybe for a long time you've only cared about yourself. Not in a bad way. I just think what you want to create with your life is changing. I don't know how else to explain that. I do want to clarify these messages. I just feel like you're having this epiphany of like, maybe I want something different, or maybe I want to do something different with my life. And I think the next part of your life is going to involve more people, or including others, because I think you guys might live alone right now. I feel like, let me see, I'll just see if that falls out again. Let's see, pile 3, the Hermit, the Hermit, the Hermit. I did a reading like this. Oh my gosh, you have the 10 of Pentacles. It's weird. It's like you're almost thinking like you want another person, or you want companionship in your life. I feel like with this dog here and this card, it's almost like maybe you're looking and thinking, I don't have any friends, or I don't have anyone who's loyal to me. Like I have myself, but what is life without other people to share it with? It's like you guys are like almost like really going in depth and just questioning everything. It's like, do I want to live alone? You know, like, I don't know. And it feels like intuitively what I'm getting there's a lot of stability that you've created for yourself. So I feel like it's almost like none of that matters. I'm trying to explain an example of what I'm feeling. It's almost as if a celebrity always cared about money, always cared about fame, and then suddenly left the public eye to do things that were more grounded and like rooted, if that makes sense. They started spending more time with family. They started going out more with friends, and they started just doing basic things. I almost feel like you guys need to get back to the root of who you are, the root of what makes you happy, and that other things besides money can make you happy. Other things besides a big house can make you happy. Sometimes drinking coffee in the morning, sometimes it's this feeling of needing to simplify your life. I feel like you guys want to simplify your life because you're looking at what truly matters. Spirit is saying that you're almost stripping your life of the, what is Spirit saying? You're stripping your life of, what is it called? An image. You're stripping the ego and you're going down to what truly matters. That's what's going to be shifting for you. I don't know how that's going to resonate, guys. I am just literally trusting my intuition and what Spirit is telling me. It's crazy. This is so interesting. 9 of Pentacles, the Sun. What truly makes me happy? at a core level. You know what I'm saying? The Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups. I want to say what makes me emotionally fulfilled at a core level. I feel like with the Ace and the Queen, both in the reverse, I feel like you've been very disconnected from like emotional connections. I feel like friendships, you've been very disconnected from friendships. I feel like you've been very disconnected from your family possibly, or you've just been very disconnected from giving your heart at all. Like I feel like you guys keep your heart very, very close to you, because I want to say for some of you that you were hurt a long, long time ago and you made this decision to block out people forever. But you're starting to realize like you miss people, and you're starting to realize that not everyone is evil, and you're starting to realize that I want love in my life. I want to feel loved, and I want to give love. It feels like this feeling of like you want to give more love. I don't know how else to explain that. I feel like you've been very stingy with yourself. You've been keeping all of who you are on the inside, and you're starting to realize like more people need me. I can offer more to the world, and I don't have to stay in a hermit mode. Like I feel like you've almost been hiding in this hermit mode because that's what you thought people wanted. But what you're realizing is like you want more people in your life, and you want to share more love with others. Six of Cups, and maybe that's why you're going to be reconnecting with some old friends, or maybe even an ex that you just feel like you miss. Okay, that's only if it resonates for you. What is the Six of Cups? Because I feel like with the Queen of Cups reversed, you've been so closed off emotionally. Look at that, Strength. We have Strength, so you could be Leo energy. Ten of Wands, let's see. Let's see, you have the Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands here as well. So, you know, again, that Leo energy, fire sign energy. I almost feel like you guys are about to start giving to others and not expecting anything in return. I feel like though also too with the Ten of Wands and the Six of Pentacles reverse, I feel like you've been giving to something that isn't giving into you, or that doesn't make you happy anymore. I don't know, it may have used to make you happy, but it doesn't anymore. And that's where this shift is coming up for you, is like, it almost feels like you've always done this one thing for so long, and then all of a sudden you change directions. Because who you are as a person is changing. And so you're questioning, why doesn't this fulfill me anymore? Why doesn't this part of my life fulfill me anymore? And it's because who you are at a core level is changing. And so like that person that you were 5 years ago just isn't the same. So things in your life are just going to feel off. It's going to feel weird because you changed. It's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. You changed as a person. So your outer reality might not resonate with you anymore because you're just so different from who you used to be. I feel like for you guys, I kind of see like your beliefs changing. I see your way of thinking changing. I possibly see like your job changing very suddenly. I see you maybe moving very soon because you just want to. I see maybe your style changing, just things changing. Like it almost feels like every aspect of your life is just gonna change because that's what you want. Because what is right in front of your face right now, you used to love it, and you're trying to love it right now, but you don't love it anymore. What you see in front of your face right now, Spirit is saying you don't love it anymore. And so you have to change it because you want to look out and love something, is what Spirit is saying. That's the best way, the broadest way that I could explain this, is you're ready to love again. You're ready to love the job that you do. You're ready to love the people in your life. And maybe that's just been hard to find over the past couple of years, honestly, I'm kind of getting. So let's see what you need to surrender to kind of help this energy show up in your life. Surrender to trust. Interesting. Trust your feeling is what I'm getting. It's like, I think sometimes you guys feel like, oh, I don't like this person, or oh, I don't like this job anymore, but you kind of push your own intuitive feeling aside. The Queen of Cups in the reverse, you don't listen to how you feel. Start trusting how you feel. If your body is like telling you, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this, listen to it, because that is going to be able to lead you down the path that you're looking for. I think the reason you may be so unhappy with everything is for the longest time you didn't listen to yourself. You didn't listen to the way that you felt. And I think all of that is changing. And that's why your life is going to be changing so drastically, is because you're starting to listen to yourself. You're starting to listen to your intuition. And so that's why those changes are going to start being made, because, and also guys, what you want is changing. Surrender procrastination. I feel like with procrastination here, how long are you going to just like, well, maybe it'll get better tomorrow, or maybe I'll like it tomorrow, or maybe my marriage will get better. Like if you're unhappy in your marriage, get a divorce. If you're unhappy with your job, leave it. Stop procrastinating that decision, because trust me, your feelings about it aren't going to change. I feel like this reading has been all over the place, so I hope it made sense, but I just trust Spirit that they're bringing through whatever needs to be brought through. Surrender to passion in the reverse. I almost feel like they're just saying what you want is going to change. What you want is going to change. I don't know how else to explain that. So, pile 3, very interesting. Very, very interesting. This reading was just like not what I was expecting. It's very much midlife crisis energy. It's very much, I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I don't see who I used to see. It's just like you feel like a changed person. So let me see pile 3. Is there anything else for pile 3? I don't know why I'm hearing don't go chasing waterfalls. What is the message for pile number 3? Is there anything else for pile number 3? I think that's it, guys. That's what I'm getting here. So let me know, pile 3, if this resonated with you. Make sure to subscribe, click the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. And I will see all of you beautiful souls on the next one. Bye, guys.